Yes, so welcome everybody, and Ivan and Sampriti, and we're just gonna do some pair programming on our beloved project Unify codebase. And I was just telling the guys about the scaffolded interface that we set up this weekend. We made a decision about purchasing a template, and I think that's good. It's pretty easy to use, no hassle. I actually downloaded a tool from JetBrains. They're good people behind RubyMine, an IDE that I use for Ruby development. So I downloaded their WebStorm, and that's an IDE for JavaScript development. And so I have the project set up there. And the problem I'm facing, I have a blocker on my on this, is that I cannot get the protractor tests to run on continuous integration, nor in Travis or Semaphore. I've been playing around with this, and I'm blocked basically. So it's not cool at all. But let me just demonstrate this in the terminal window. So we need to have, in order for Protractor, which is an end-to-end, like, you know, acceptance testing framework. So we need to have a server running, like I have here. And then I need to go to, where do I need to go? Well, obviously I need to go mobile, like this, and now I need to just run Protractor and tests features. Yes. So it starts the Selenium driver, accesses the application, and I have just 2 specs written for Protractor, and they are running. And the features I've prepared are just simple ones. You know, we're just getting the root URL. We're storing. We're getting the username field and the password field, and those 2 buttons. We're just identifying them the way Protractor identifies them, and we have 2 weak expectations here. You know, that I want the root path to be matched, and then when I click the login button, I'm just checking for if the URL is the welcome URL basically, and this is passing for me right now locally, but I cannot seem to be able to get it to work on any of the CI platforms that we use, nor Travis, nor Semaphore, unfortunately. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I was thinking that we could see, just have a quick look on the device thing that you were working on this weekend, Sampriti. So do you want to talk me through this thing?
Yeah, so basically there are 2 endpoints, right? One is to sign in through email, and the other is to sign in through OmniAuth. So let's just forget should I share my screen?
You can do that, or you can tell me what's up, because I'm
Alright, it's better, I guess you understand it. So let's just forget about the user creation and all that for now. So open up the routes file.
Yes. Here we are. So let me just get this out of the way here.
Yeah, so like there are 2 routes there. One is sign in and sign out. Sign in and sign out both go to this separate sessions controller, which is an API/v1/sessions. Open that up.
There we are. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm basically using a gem called Tiddle, which all it does is it kind of creates this new table called authentication tokens. So it just manages so if you send the token in the headers, then it allows you to have these device methods like current user and authenticate user and all that.
Okay.
So that way this just takes away all the token authentication and generation, so we can just focus on when to generate the token and when to destroy the token and all that. So basically it provides this wrapper. So in this create and destroy method is pretty simple. You authenticate the user using the email and the password, you create a new token, and then you render that token, and in destroy you basically expire that token, like taking the means destroy the token, taking the current user and the request. The request is required because we want a user to be able to have multiple tokens or sessions, like so he can have a session from his iPad as well as a different session from his let's say, so that if he signs out on one, then he doesn't need to sign out on the other. So that's why we need to provide the request.
Gotcha. Okay. So in principle, this sounds great. So this is like, so let's say we have a user created, right?
Yeah.
And we want to allow him to sign in. Okay. So okay. And so he sends a request. So in the login process, if we can just think about that for a second, because I want us to write a feature for that, basically, you know, in Cucumber.
Yeah. So for the login process, it's basically a user exists, let's say. So he sends a request to this route API/v1/signin with I think two parameters, email and password, and he gets returned a authentication token. That's it.
Okay. So we can make a post request to that to that route. So okay, cool.
It's a get request now, I think. I chose get because you're not really modifying anything, so that's why. I guess it could be post. It probably should be post, I guess.
It could be. I'm thinking about it. Doesn't. So it's. So with the post request, in the post request, we're sending that via headers, basically, right?
Or, no, like for the sign in and sign out.
No, we're not. No, sorry, that was a mistake. So, yes, well, that's a minor issue whether it should be. So, but so if we would like to, let me just try to set this up because I have some I was doing something else. And I have a database problem first. For now, okay. So just rake db. I would like us to do so. So if the server is running, we could make a curl request to this, right?
Yeah. Hopefully if that works. It did work on their. They have this sample app with this thing implemented. It did work on that, so I hope this should work on this.
Okay, so let's let's go into the console, right? And let's create a user first, okay? So user equal user dot create, and what are we saying? We're saying we still have username, right?
Yeah, we still have that.
So Thomas, and then we say email, right?
Yeah, email and password confirmation.
Yeah. There we go, right? Yes. Good. So now we can get out of this, and we can create a new tab here, and I'm gonna just create the get the server going. And now we should be able to do what? Curl. I had an example of this someplace. Where did I have that example?
Do something. Change that route to post, maybe, for now.
Or perhaps, yes. So let's stop the server and then go to the routes. There we are. And that's the sign. Yeah, so I've been playing around with this. So it needs to be like this. Post. Yes. And then let me just see here.
That would be curl URL and
I lost you there.
Yeah, so the URL is posted in the group chat.
Okay.
The group chat, I guess.
There it is. Curl HTTP data email path, yes. So let's see. Oh, I can't. I have to. Yeah, right. So I need to do this. Equals Thomas Academy. Like this, right? And then I need to. Yes.
I think your email is incorrect. craftacademy.se.
Yes, sir. Good catch. Thank you. But it refused connection. Why did it refuse connection? Because I didn't start the server, right? Of course.
The server isn't running.
Yeah. My bad. There we go. And we got what?
What did we get?
Could not find mapping for API v1 sign in. This may happen for two reasons. You forgot to wrap to your route, but I didn't. Forget to wrap that. That's it. It's there. Request. That's weird. Let's see. Any ideas how to? Oh, I have to. Oh, I have to specify that it's a post request also. In the. So I have to. It still complains about. It's still the same error.
But let's try this one.
It couldn't find a device mapping for that path, which is strange because it is wrapped in the.
I think this should work. I'm not sharing my screen, am I?
No, let's. Nothing yet from your side.
Can you not see my screen?
You're not sharing. I don't see it. Ivan, do you see his screen now?
No, I don't.
Hello?
No screen. No screen from you yet, Sampriti.
Now?
Not yet. No.
Does it show the?
Oh, now I see your screen. But I see the infinite hangout loop. You know, the tunnel. I see the tunnel. I see the tunnel. Man, somebody's got a lot of tabs open. You're reading a lot of Reddit. That's good.
I think you should see my terminal now.
Not yet. Just the tunnel.
I can see a terminal. I think.
Oh, you do. Okay, so mine is not. So go ahead and talk. So let's see.
Alright, yeah, so this starts to work now at least somehow.
I still see just the tunnel, but
I think this should work. So basically what I'm doing is instead of having that device scope, I'm changing that to a device for users and then modifying the controller there. Hopefully that would work, I guess.
okay. So let's see if we can do the.
No, you can't see what I'm.
Well, I see the terminal now. It just came alive. So, but it's updating really slowly. So talk to me what you're doing, and perhaps if you could paste the commands, I can make the changes myself.
Trying to do is like in the route file you have this device. Instead of that, I'm going to maybe a device for like device, right? We generate all the routes and then maybe we modify the controllers. Trying to.
So I will do device 4 like this here.
This is the routes I have right now inside the API namespace.
Sessions, device 4, users, controllers, get Omnia, provide a callback. Okay, so let's just change that then.
And this one would be, and inside the controllers that would be API/v1/sessions, not just sessions.
In the controller.
So in that route, like here, inside the device for your sessions, and so that sessions should be API/v1/sessions inside the codes.
Yeah. Like this. Right?
Yeah, that. And then in the so it's kind of weird, but I'm trying to figure out what's like. There is like a tons of errors. So after that, in the controller, I need to make that protect from forgery with null session, I guess. So
yes,
trying to change that.
And that's on both the sessions controller and the OmniAuth callback controller, right?
No, no, I don't think the OmniAuth callback controllers needs it because it's coming from the API controller already.
Gotcha.
You still get the device scope?
I get something else now. Let's see what we get here. Well, I got a routing error. No route much post.
The route is now app users / sign-in because device.
And it's not a post request, right? Or is it a post request?
No, it's still a post. I think it's a post request.
So we should do, instead of sign-in, we should do users, right?
Users / sign-in.
Oh, okay. Let's see what sort of an error we get. Okay, so that's good because we can't verify the CRSF token, so that's all right. We can bypass that. And we are rendering a template, so it's not rendering back JSON. So this is a step forward.
Yeah, so first thing that CSRF, I don't think that's needed. I mean, is that causing a problem?
Not sure. But we can probably bypass it anyway, just to make sure. Let's see. So we can. Okay, never mind that. But so we need to respond with JSON.
This is a Godman view.
I know, because we probably need to we have, you know, in this registrations we need to create a registrations controller and set a custom after registration path. You know.
For this is this is sign in, right?
Yes, because when the yes, but so after sign-in path, it must be some, you know, the new session. Let's see, I had that something. So device after sign-in path. Device after. Let's see. So when the session is created, we need to probably to see in the sessions controller here. Let me just see if we can, if this kicks in, you know, resource or scope. Let's see. No, it doesn't.
I made the request to curl sign-in dot seems to give me a better better error. Like, so if you change make the request to sign-in dot JSON.
Okay.
It seems to be a better. So make the call request dot JSON file.
Like here, like this, right? Sign-in.json.
Yeah.
And now we're getting what? Okay, so all right, so this is good because here processing the API v1 sessions controller create as JSON, so that's good. So he's creating a new session, and then he's complaining about the CRSF token and completed a 401 unauthorized. So we need to get through the CSRF token authenticity thing. So
I
that's,
think you can just copy over what's
I didn't catch that. So
in the you have
once
that
again.
protect from forgery.
Yeah, but I did that already. Protect from forgery with null session in the sessions controller. Perhaps I should restart the server or something. I don't know.
You restarted it, I guess.
Let's try that. Let's see if we get some sort of another. All right, let's try that again. What did we get? No, it's the same thing. Okay, so let's just try this skip authenticity token thing here. Let's comment this one out and use this one instead. And see if we can get some other response. Okay, so now we just get a 401 unauthorized, so that's a different message. So let's reuse this one again.
Yes, so now I think that means make the request. Yeah, make the request. If you get the 401 unauthorized, put a binding.
Yeah, let's have a look. Yes, I got the unauthorized again.
Yeah, so put a binding.pry in the top of that create method.
And on top of the create?
Yeah. And then make the request again.
Yes.
And then check what is auth options.
Okay.
Looks interesting.
And params, do we have any params? Yes.
We should have email and password, yeah. Oh, the email and the password have extra quotes around them.
Okay. Okay. Let's just fix that.
Just continue. Same error.
Yeah. But I don't see, so I don't really see. So we are using Walden Authenticate auth options.
I literally took this over from the whatever the gem documentation said.
Yeah, but see, I don't see that the auth options are, I would, you know, the way I see it here, it's like, so, I mean, we need to get something from the params, you know, and we could log in the user from there. So, the usual way of creating a new session is the auth options. Yes, sign in. Yeah. I see.
I mean, the way this works, we don't really have a session here, do we? Because we just create a token and then return. The session is on the client side.
Yeah.
That is what is confusing.
Not acceptable. Hmm. Yeah, so we don't need to create that. I mean, the only thing we need to get the token back to him somehow, right? So what's
So this what and authenticate isn't working. I'm trying to debug what's going on inside this. I'm basically initial.
Okay, unfortunately, I have another meeting coming up now, so I need to sign off for a sec. Do you guys,
sure.
Ivan, do you want to stick around with Sampriti for a while?
I can stick around for another 15 minutes or so. Then I also need to head off. But
All right.
I'm happy to stick around. I don't really know much about this. I can't really help. But,
No. But
yeah.
Sampriti, is it okay if you work with Ivan for 50 minutes online?
Yeah, I don't have any problems. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this.
Yeah, talking through device, it's a good learning experience, you know. So, all right, okay, but I talk to you guys later.
Cool. See you later, Thomas.
Goodbye.